All right, we are just around the corner from the latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. As usual, here's your heads up. Whew. What do you happen to notice when you look at these cards? Well, let's see. We got a Wands here. We got a Wands here. Ace of Wands, Six of Wands. And then we got this in the middle. And that is the key. You want your life back. You want the passion. You want the enthusiasm. This is the key. I'll run down all the details for you coming up in a moment. Well, hello and welcome to this latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Glad to have you on board, whether you're a first-timer or you've been here for a little while with me. Either way, I appreciate it. I am more grateful than words can possibly say. For those folks who are checking it out for the first time, let me tell you what separates this tarot reading from others. One, I do archetypal readings. In other words, I take the images on the card, try not to add anything, although as the storyline opens up, I may put in some intuitive pieces to help fill in the blanks, keep the storyline linked. But other than that, straight ahead, it's an 8-card spread because this is the Tao Daily Tarot. Tao is a very simple path, so 8 cards more than sufficient to do it. I also look at energies, the energy of coming, going, pushing, pulling. Things that you don't think about but affect your life every single day. Stop and think today, right now. Who or what is coming or going in your life? Who or what is pushing or pulling you? And probably all at the same time. So if I give you these energies, think of it as an energetic weather report. You know what the energetic weather is in your life. You make the decisions. You navigate your life. I'm not going to presuppose that this is going to happen and that's going to happen. I'm going to give you the energies. You dress for the energetic weather in your life. Alrighty? I also do something called the Hyper Shuffle. You will see that in a moment, and I try to get this reading into about 10 minutes, give or take a couple of minutes, depending what's going on with the cards. But I want to keep it short enough so that you can squeeze it into your busy life. Just a moment ago, I mentioned something called the Hyper Shuffle. Let's check it out. And so there you go. That is the Hyper Shuffle. Let's get to today's reading. This card appeared just a few days ago. And when this happens, I very thoroughly shuffle the decks. And I only have 4 decks, so it doesn't take a whole lot of shuffling. But I make sure I shuffle them. When something like this comes up regularly or often, that means that this is important, especially in this time period. And it happened as we entered the Pisces solar time. And of course, Pisces is still going to continue for a couple of weeks or so. So flexibility, the idea of flexibility is a really key idea during this time. Let's see if we can't glean a little more out of it, shall we? We begin with the High Priestess. High Priestess has all the information she could possibly want or need, but she does it intuitively. She picks up the vibe. Alrighty? She is heart or spirit over mind. She's tuned in. And that's important, especially when we're keeping in mind the idea of flexibility. Probably, it's always useful to be flexible, but probably over the next 24, 72 hours or so, maybe a little longer. Next card up, coming going department. This is the coming going energy department. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is pretty nifty because the Knight of Wands brings with him passion, brings with him excitement, confidence, very charming, adventure, willing to take a chance. The problem with the Knight of Wands is the same thing with passion. Passion can burn bright and then burn out. Alrighty. But what this does is convey to me the idea that, again, we are looking to bring passion, enthusiasm, some kind of positive emotional movement forward. Alrighty? And then we go from there to the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles says, okay, money, yes, because pentacles are related to money. But more than that, they're related to the 3D world as far as I'm concerned. So the pentacles to me are things that you value. Yes, it's money because we have to do the money thing. We live in a 3D world. But it could be whatever you value, okay? It could be money, yes. It could be health. It could be love. It could be milk chocolate. It could be kitties or puppies. Whatever you value. The 8 says you are making a commitment to your values. And you're going to have to do a little steering in the meantime, though, as we stick with the energies of pushing and pulling. This is pulling at you. The Chariot. You're in charge. You're in control. You got the two Sphinxes type dog type things there, one black, one white, indicating opposite directions, pulling in different directions. Seems like that's the case all the time with us. But nevertheless, here is a case in point. And so you are in the Chariot. You are in charge. You are controlling. And ideally, you want a balance. Because if one of those two Sphinx type dog type things pulls in a direction, they may just pull you off course. Or you may go nowhere. It is up to you to control those two forces in your life. They can be light or dark forces. They can be emotion versus thought, mind over matter kinds of things, heart over. It's up to you. You know how to specifically place this into your life. But you have a decision. You got to grab the reins and you got to lead. Alrighty? But remember, we're calling for flexibility, right? Flexibility. And I'm thinking that the Chariot probably indicated that as well as anything. You need that flexibility to be able to get those Sphinx dogs, things, whatever they are, to get them to go. Here we're looking for the 3 of Cups. And again, if you were in a romance reading thing, I would say, okay, well, it's third party. But we're not doing that. I don't see any cups very much at all. But what I do see is this 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups also says connecting, enjoying, being together. Alrighty? And I think really that's what people are missing. This idea that we have to live behind a mask, literally, and separate, it makes it very difficult for people because people need people, okay? And I think that's what that's doing. And the other clarification card is very simple. 6 of Wands. Again, Wands, passion, excitement, enthusiasm. And this says this is where you are headed. 6 of Wands is victory. You want to feel like you used to. Now, we're not going to go back to the way it used to be. We know that by now. But you want to find your niche. You want to get the joy back. You want to get the enthusiasm back. You want to get the friendship back. You want to get the love back. You want to get the touching, the human touching back. And you're going to do it. But to do it, you probably are going to have to be flexible, right? And the final card is a vice versa card. Forward, it is the Ace of Wands. Again, another indicator that you are very close to adapting your life so that you bring the fun back. All right? You bring the enthusiasm, the excitement, the passion. Will it be the same as what it was? Who knows? But you are going to reshape your life. You have decided with the 8 of Pentacles, I'm going to make the effort. With the High Priestess, I'm going to feel my way through. But take a look at how many wands are in this reading. You want the passion and enthusiasm back. But to do that, you're going to have to be flexible, which means probably you're going to take the blackboard or whiteboard of your life, erase it, and then redo it so that you can have the life you want that you need. It's on the way. And I would say probably as we get to that new moon coming up in Pisces in a couple of weeks, that might be a great time to begin. Alrighty, very good. Love to end on a positive note like that. Please like, subscribe, and share. That's important for the YouTube folks because I'm trying to build this channel. Otherwise, I do a brand new reading for you every single day, 365 days a year. So I hope that you join me tomorrow. If not, as soon as you can and as often as you can, because You guys make it worthwhile for me. Seriously. I got to deal with YouTube, but you guys make it worthwhile. So between now and the next time you and I have a chance to get together on the Tao Daily Tarot, blessings.